The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Hey guys, I didn't mean to come back on this, but a couple of you, some sisters have sent me they forwarded me a couple of, someone's got some new music posted. I'm gonna say it like that. And I haven't listened to the whole thing yet. I mean, I listened to the snippet and it's weird. I'm not really sure what's going on. Allegedly, his girlfriend reposted it. Y'all, we'll have to listen to it a little bit later. I will get that over to you guys. Let me just process it. On face, it's ridiculous. So, um, basically, the word is that Splash the Don has some new music out. He's talking about like not seeing his kid and because of his baby mom and all kinds of stuff. Let me just give it another re-listen because I'm like, girl, I don't know what to even say. It's a mess, and a couple of few people have asked me to react to it. That's my initial reaction, is just kind of like, what? So I'm gonna leave that right there for now, and then we'll get back to that because that was not what I had planned. It just kind of caught me off guard. The music is distasteful, especially because you know what I'm saying? Like everything isn't like a next episode. Everything isn't there's real people involved here. So whatever, if Sir doesn't care, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's not my problem to fix nor manage nor anything. So if homie wants us to give it a listen and give our critique, okay, we can do that. We can do that. I'm just not going to do it at this moment. Okay. So, thank you to all who have alerted me of that, and we will definitely get into it. It's a little off-putting. So anyway, guys, let's get into this. Another so yeah, this is addressing, I guess, my inbox. So I had another sis send me something. We're going to get into Love by Erica in just a second, but let me I love a good viral TikTok moment. Sis over here is really upset because her husband allegedly cheated on her, and she decided to post everything on TikTok. TikTok, it's gone viral. She put the ring video of her throwing his clothes out in the front yard. And now, go figure, the internet is calling his job and trying to get him fired. And Miss Ma'am is crying. She's upset. She has deactivated her account. I think Sir has taken down his Facebook. It's a mess, and his job is now in jeopardy. I think they were on some sort of a work trip, but she deactivated her account. I was listening to a reaction on TikTok, but this is the actual video. Her videos are gone from TikTok right now. She disabled her account. But lo and behold, somebody posted it on Twitter. So I've got two of the three. So let me share this with you really quick, and then we'll get over to because this is sloppy seconds. Okay. Um, do not tell the internet your business. This lady posted that her husband cheated. It went viral. Now people trying to get him fired. Now her financial stability is at risk because they're a one income household. Now she's afraid of her future. Sis, I guess they're saying you should have thought about that. Okay. You're going to learn today about posting stuff on the internet, right?
Clearly, it's striking a chord with women everywhere.
I should show you guys her and the ring video of her throwing his stuff out. Maybe I should show that first. Let me see if I can find it really quick. It's a mess. Um, let me see. Okay, let me go back. Okay. So of course these are all stitched together because homegirl has deactivated her account, but this will give you a good idea of what's going on over there. Okay, so check this out. So this is homegirl's house, and she threw her husband's stuff into the yard. So this is the ring video. Okay. This is someone giving their opinion. So we're going to get up off of her, but just so you can see that I guess is what set everything off. Okay. Ladies, don't let your man go to Vegas without you. Okay. So let's go back over here. All right. And here she is crying.
And I talked to my husband today. I talked to him, and he said to leave it all up. He said to leave it all up. So I'm leaving it. He knows it's there.
I wonder if this is the let's listen to this one first.
So we had a work convention in Vegas, some kind of construction convention. I'll look into it. This is happening to me right now. I don't have all the deets. I will get them though. I'm a Virgo. You better believe I'm going to get every shred of evidence I can.
Okay.
babes?
Okay, Virgo.
Okay, don't worry about that. I've got it. So he had a work convention. He was like, hey, that's over our anniversary. Our anniversary is March 11th. And he was like, let's fly out to Vegas together. Let's go to Utah. Let's go to Zion National Park. We'll do some hiking, and then we'll spend a day back in Vegas. We were in Vegas. I was there till Monday, and then I flew home Tuesday. So Monday we were in Vegas together after being in Utah all weekend for our anniversary. Had a great weekend. Literally the best weekend. Like I even made a little.
As V said, if they're a one income household, she should have let him cheat in peace. She can't even leave if she wants to. She doesn't have any income. But you know what, sis? Your video just went viral. You might want to monetize your channel and just go ahead and throw him all the way up under the bus and get your coin, sis, because the damage has already been done. When you decided to throw his stuff into the front yard and post the ring footage, I don't think you were trying to get him to come back home. That's not the way to get your husband to come back home, I don't think. But you should have thought about that, okay?
Profile picture on my Facebook of he and I in Vanderpump Cocktail Gardens. And I was like, cheers to 6 years. Look at my man. He's so loyal. I love him. Well, we had a great weekend. It's time for me to come home. Do you hear my children?
Yes, we hear your children.
Sorry, I'm trying to make this as fast as possible because there's so much. Okay, so we had the weekend, beautiful weekend, great anniversary trip. Couldn't have been better. Make a sweet profile picture. Look at us and how happy we are. Our life is great. I thought my life was great. I thought everything was fine. We had some issues last year because he's an idiot. Was not infidelity. He's just stupid because he's a man.
Girl, she's angry.
So, had the great weekend. He stayed for work. Apparently on Thursday night, he went to dinner. He went back to Vanderpump Cocktail Gardens with his work people. It was a work event. And then I guess they all decided to go to the strip club. I have nothing against strip clubs. I have something against going to a strip club alone in Vegas while hiding it from your wife. So
okay.
He's at the strip club. He says that his coworkers.
You know, that's the one thing I hate about TikTok videos. They're always just cut off at the wrong moment. Okay. So we saw that part, right? And then now keep in mind, like I said, her channel is gone. Okay. She has taken her channel down. Does she have more posted? Okay. All right. So that was the one we just watched. Let's see. Is there anything else in here? Okay. So this is the video. This is one of the follow-ups, okay?
Holy shit. Hi everyone. I want to start by saying thank you for all of the love and support and the feminine rage. I'm angry and you're angry for me, and I get it because I'm in this too, but please, my life has been torn upside down. We are a one-income household. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Please don't threaten, and please don't try to call my husband's place of work. You're just going to.
So, Erica, they went to Vegas together. She left before he did. She went for the weekend. They were celebrating their anniversary. They had fun. Then the rest of the time, he was going on some work event that was getting ready to happen. So they had the weekend before. He was doing his work event. I guess they had some sort of convention. This is the story. And she finds out he cheated. How she found out, I'm not sure. I'm going to have to find the TikToks because, of course, these are all stitched together now because sis has deactivated her account. You know, girl, if you're going to throw, like, the thing is, when you say, I didn't know this was going to go viral, you don't know it's not going to go viral. We don't know what the internet latches onto. The internet latches onto whatever it thinks it wants to latch onto for people to be interested. People love a train wreck. So you throwing the man's stuff out on the Ring camera and then you showing up looking like you're looking, people were curious, like, what the hell's going on? And, people love to bandwagon. So at the end of the day, you're over here and you're complaining. Now people are calling, trying to get your husband fired. I don't know if that's going to work. And guys, take a second and hit the like button for me. We got 110. And we only got 20 likes. Go ahead and hit the like button for me. I'd so appreciate it. Okay. Let's keep going and then we're going to get on to the other reaction. But yeah, sis put all of her business out and now her husband could be losing his job and she's going to need to monetize this TikTok channel or this TikTok and get to making some videos like some of these other people who love to exploit their relationships. You decided that you wanted to exploit your relationship and you didn't know it was going to go viral. I beg to differ. You never know when something's good. You have to, when you post something, post it with the thought that anybody and everybody could see this.
You're just gonna get me worse. This is my life. And I never in a million years would have thought that this would blow up the way it did. Clearly, it's striking a chord with women everywhere. And I talked to my husband today. I talked to him. And he said to leave it all up. He said to leave it all up.
Yeah, because he's done. He's probably like, okay, what's done is done. Either you guys are going to ride it out together or he's done. Like, hey, thank you. Thanks for making this easy for me. Because now I've got a great excuse to walk away. You aired me out on TikTok. You threw my clothes out. You posted the Ring camera. You've completely humiliated me. Even though I cheated on a work trip and all that stuff is bad, you're the one now crying on the internet. You had I wouldn't want to say the upper hand, but he owed you an apology when he wronged you. But now you tried to take it into your hands and humiliate him. But all of us who are married, you know this. You humiliate your husband, guess what you're doing? You're going to humiliate yourself because you two are one. And there was no way around getting around what you did to him without it bouncing back onto you. Okay. And I mean, it is what it is. He never should have done it. But the bottom line is that two wrongs don't make a right. And now you are feeling silly and your money might be funny because he's going to end up not having a job and you might end up having to sell your little house and, all your stay-at-home mom dreams. Sis, you might have to go get a job at Michael's or Lowe's or damn HEB, wherever you live, and get your butt to work, put those kids in daycare and get to step in because the lifestyle that you had may not be. Okay.
So I'm leaving it. He knows it's there. He is ashamed. Nothing is
Hey,
getting
Miss Corey.
solved. I'm shaking. Nothing is getting solved today. Nothing's getting solved tomorrow. I have children.
Tell him.
I know we're angry. I'm so angry. I'm so angry at him, but please, guys, there are other ways to support me. And cutting off my financial stability is not it. I beg of you, please.
So yeah, she basically that's her handle right there, mother.buck.er. And her channel is not even up. It's, I guess it's either privated or deactivated something. So some of the stitches are still there of what was, you know, talked about. But homegirl, there's a ton of reactions going on. So I guess it went viral. I think it had like 1.3 million views. And oh no. I guess she should have thought about that before she decided to air him out like that. Because really and truly, asking the people to stop coming for him, I think you are the reason. You're the reason. So apparently her name is this her? The account is private. Is this her? Let me see the picture. If I can click on it. It's locked now. All right. Well, I don't know if this is her or not, so I don't want to show the full account, but that's what it says right here. Let me show you this. That's it. Rachel Buck. I guess not have your real name on too is probably a problem. All of these people, look, if you want to do stuff like you should have known what would happen. And you have 102,000 followers, whether she had that when she posted it or not. Maybe she's gotten them since. I don't know. But at the end of the day, girl, that was a big mistake. And you should have thought about that before you, you should have handled your drama in private with your husband. At the end of the day, that's who you're married to. If you wanted the TikTok streets or in the internet to help you handle it, that's exactly what you got. When I got married, me and my husband have our issues. I'm not going to put it on the internet. Facts. Look, things happen. Everybody doesn't need to know the details. We talk about this like every single day. Everybody doesn't need to know the details of what's going on in your home and in your household, but some people don't understand that. Okay. Let's go on to someone else who likes to overshare. Okay. Where is my screen? Let me see. Let's see. Okay. Apparently I must have flipped screens. So just give me a second. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. Get into it and get out of it. Sis is over here trying to make us believe something that may or may not be true. I don't know. But we're going to just react to the video. Whether she's telling the truth or not, we're just going to react to the video. Okay. It's the title for me. All right. Let's share.
Right here, y'all.
Okay.
That's the only way I'm able to get this video done. My camera is leaning a little bit.
Hold on.
Let me see. Y'all may hear Dion running around in here. Let's get started. All right. You guys have been begging for this Q&A. Y'all, again, this is pregnancy tea. None specific, but it's going to help me get through this video so I won't be vomiting all over the place because I'm at that stage where...
Okay. This is Luvdbyerica. Her new name is Crowned the Royal Cage. What does that mean? Your guess is good as mine. I don't know. Here's another somebody who wants to like murderize her channel. She's changed her name to something very odd. I think it's some sort of a biblical reference. I'm gonna surmise that, but why she is doing that, why she thought that was a good idea, I don't know. She hadn't really answered. I think she was feeling a way about Luvdbyerica and what Luvdbyerica has done and what Luvdbyerica seems to bring on the YouTube streets. And I feel like she is trying to rebrand in her own way. And but the rebranding of Crowned the Royal Cage linked to a video that you have now titled "Four Baby Daddies, Homeless, Single, Q&A. Let's go." Okay, let's do it.
Sit my big tail down.
Okay. Wonderful rebrand.
Woo,
Okay,
I got my
off to a
pregnancy
great
tea
start,
going on
right,
right
guys?
here, y'all. That's the only way I'm able to get this video done. My camera is leaning a little bit. Let me see. Y'all may hear Dion running around in here. Let's get started. All right. You guys have been begging for this Q&A. Y'all, again, this is pregnancy tea. None specific, but it's going to help me get through this video. So I won't be vomiting all over the place, because I'm at that stage where I talk for long periods of time, then some stuff gonna come up. A lot of these questions I will not be answering because I feel like they are messy questions. I will not have mess on my channel anymore. You guys have not seen mess on my channel, so therefore I'm unable to answer your question. I'm doing this Q&A because this Q&A was highly requested, so that's the only reason why I'm doing the Q&A. But I realized that I cannot do Q&As the same way that I once did them. Some of the questions you guys already know the answers to. I think that some of y'all just want like confirmation from me. There was some of these questions that was very concerning that I do feel is very necessary to address. But I'm gonna start off very like simple with some of the simple questions, and then we're gonna get into the disturbing questions. The majority of my questions came from Instagram. You guys did not really comment as much
I don't know, sis. That's what she says, but we're just gonna listen.
When it comes to a next Q&A or any like asking you guys anything or anything like that, I'll just ask y'all on Instagram, because I had like over 2,000 to almost 3,000 questions on Instagram, and I was not able to screenshot all of them.
Damn, 2,000-3,000 questions on Instagram? Really? I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, so I'll just be answering these. And a couple that was on my, but you guys were kind of like asking the questions in circles. Like a lot of y'all wanted to know the same thing, but there were some of them that I will be addressing. So one of the questions was, why have you not posted much? I never really have, I would say pregnancies where there's no vomiting at all. And so, or I can't say morning sickness, because I have afternoon sickness, I have evening sickness. I even get up in the middle of the night and I vomit as well. So this is why I have this tea. I found this.
She's one of these sickly pregnant people. I just don't understand why you wouldn't like take more precautions. Look, I'm not talking about her family planning specifically, but if you know that you have troublesome pregnancies and you get sick a lot and you're not in a relationship, nobody is really showing you any love, nobody is sweeping you off for your feet, no one is being romantic, nobody's taking you out, you live from pillar to post, they make you look thirsty. Why in the world would you go through so much to have another baby where someone is going to potentially make you look stupid, like Mr. Cryer did a week ago when he was saying he didn't even know what you were talking about, and if you are pregnant, he's not the father. Okay, like I don't even understand. Other than you just like being pregnant, and why don't you get up and do a video about that? Look, I like to be pregnant, I like having babies, I'm growing my family, I'm not letting a man stop me, and that's it. You know, if I get pregnant, I get pregnant, and that's just what it is. Rather than trying to play like you don't know what's going on, and then you want to play like you got somebody waiting in the wings, when I think Mr. Cryer was the bust down. And we just need to see another baby that looks just like Dion, right?
This tea at Walmart. It's called pregnancy tea, and it already comes with like lemon and ginger and cucumbers and stuff like that. So all I do is just add a drop of honey and I'm good to go. And this tea, by the grace of God, is what's going to get me through this video. So that's the reason why I have not posted as much. Also, y'all,
is that too fast for you guys?
They are extremely tired. So I've just been sleeping the days away, and that's also very important for a good, healthy, growing baby. A lot of my energy goes to my kids. I've been like doing things with them. It's been spring break, so I've been like traveling places with them and stuff like that. So yeah.
Girl, she's gonna be.
Why don't you write your supporters back on Instagram? I write my supporters back all the time. The problem is it's impossible to write every last one of you guys back because there's so many messages coming through, and all it takes for me is to see one negative comment, and I will not open my inbox at all for that day or that week or that month. Like, I've really like utilized how to exercise my peace, and I wish I would have learned this a long time ago. And I just rather not.
So you hear that, guys? If she gets a negative comment or something that she doesn't like in her inbox, y'all, she's gone. She's gone for a minute until she can handle it. Which, you know what? I don't mind that strategy, but if you are supporting yourself, that's not a winning strategy on managing your channel. But if that's how you want to do it, you go right on ahead. But yeah, as far as her being homeless, she was living in a property where she brought the baby home to, baby Drake, last summer. And I don't know if she's there anymore or not. I mean, Loved by Erica, I don't know who her confidants are. I would imagine Mr. Cryer is one of them because she does have his kid and he does need to know where his kid is staying. But at the end of the day, I don't know that she's very much telling people like why she's making moves other than she's made a move. And what that reason is, you'll just have to wait and see. But we do know that Mucker said that because of her credit history, evictions and such, and credit was one of the reasons why they were in contact with each other to begin with, because she needed a agent to help her find a property. And I guess because maybe he had properties, he was going to lease to her. I girl, a mess, right?
No offense to you. I'm just at that stage in my life where peace to me, it means everything. Like it's the number one priority in my life. And the reason why it's number one,
She moves
because
a lot,
I can't even be
Jackson Squad.
100%
She
myself,
does.
and I definitely can't even be 100% for my kids if I'm like consuming negative things, looking at negative things, reading negative things. And some people, they are who they are. They will not change under any circumstances. So in order to avoid it, I'd rather not. But sometimes I do. I answer a lot of you guys' Instagrams, especially on Snapchat. When are you coming to Dallas, Texas? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know when my next visit to Dallas will be, but you'll definitely see in a vlog. I want to know why I'm subscribed to your channel but don't see no videos pop up. You have to make sure that you have your post notification bell turned on, not just on the YouTube app, but like all over YouTube Studio, from the actual web, from the app. Make sure you signed in to both of those things. Make sure you have the bell turned on. And if you're still not getting the notifications, then just check back once a day. Because I may not be able to drop once a day, but once I get in the groove of things, I may have periods where I'm dropping like every single day, and then it may stop, and then I may drop every single day, and then it may stop. When y'all gonna do more skits? I don't plan on doing any skits on my channel, and if you guys do see any skits coming from my channel, it'll probably be with my kids. And yeah. What are your plans for this summer?
She's having a baby.
To find me the baddest pregnancy two-piece in the game and go to the beach and show off my belly like I should have been doing last year, but to show off my belly like all these other pregnant women. Are you really pregnant? No, I'm not pregnant at all. I'm just, just gaining weight and no, I'm playing. Yeah, I am really pregnant. Just like any other time I said I was pregnant and I ended up being pregnant, and there was people saying I wasn't pregnant, but they found out later on that I was pregnant. How are you mentally and emotionally?
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
I know you guys remember, those who are watching. I can't look. It might have been 4 or 5 months ago. She was trying to tell Mr. Cryer she was pregnant and took a pregnancy test. And then it was like, it was just a joke, guys. Like, look, this is one of these girls who's very silly. She's a 30-year-old woman, but she operates like a 16-year-old. Um, I I don't know. I mean, I just don't get it. She thinks that this is content, And it is, but you can't be annoyed when people don't believe you, when you don't, like, nothing really means anything. So if this is a joke, it's a joke. If it's not, it's not. She says this time it's like legit, and I do believe her, because at the end of the day, why not? What else does this woman have to do? She's not trying to go out and get a job. This is a woman who has decided that she enjoys being a woman of leisure. She enjoys having a man take care of her. She enjoys the money that the internet can bring if she brings it. And she's looking for the next good series that is going to give her those 10,000, those 10,000, those 5-figure paychecks. If she brings the storyline, the money will come. So why, I mean, we'll know soon enough if she's pregnant. We'll know. But she definitely does sound out of breath. And, we'll see. But at the end of the day, she's got 3 by 3, and she's alluding to maybe 4 by 4, but I still think it's going to be 4 by 3. And I guess let's keep going, because sis is determined to run with this storyline. So we're just going to keep up with it. I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still waiting for Rakan Mucker to show
A
up.
couple months ago, I made a conscious decision, and I've been living with that decision. And it was probably one of the best decisions I possibly could have made in my life. And I've been at peace ever since. So mentally, I've been good. Emotionally, I'm not gonna lie, I've seen one of my little cousins yesterday, and she is the cutest little girl I've ever seen in my life. And I was just holding her, and I cried, y'all. Like, and that was like, I don't know, like it just made me like just. I wasn't sad looking at her. She was just so beautiful. And I was like, oh my God. And I was crying. But that's been like the only thing I really cried about so far. Is that everything else just, I've been like really happy, just smiling, very hopeful. And when I say hopeful that like my future is going to be like such a huge blessing for me and my kids. And other than that, emotionally, I've been like pretty good. Like, just when I see my little baby cousin, she's like 3 or 4 years old, and she is the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life. And I really don't often get a chance to see her. So when I ran into her, I was like, oh. Not a question, just that I love me some Erica forever. Oh, thank you. Someone wants to know, what is in store for you in 2023? Well, we know that baby number 4 is in store for me.
Pineapples. You said, when did that become popular to keep having kids for men that don't want you? When did that not be popular? There's some women out here that just, they have, okay, remember that song, Miss Jackson? And he's talking and he's saying, babies are not a paycheck. And there's plenty of women out here that have had babies for men that don't even know their name. Okay. And will do it on a couple of occasions. They may do it at least twice, because homie might mess up 2 times. All right. That's just like, yeah, there's plenty of women out here that have had kids with men they do not know. They don't know, don't want to know them, and may never see again. So yeah, I mean, it's I believe it's low key popular. It is. There's a lot of women out here with low self-esteem that allow men to impregnate them, and they get left behind and trying to figure it out. But at the end of the day, some of these women just want to be a mom.
In 2023,
so they don't care if the guy's not around.
Personal growth standpoint, not just like it doesn't include anybody else, but from a personal growth standpoint, I would like to hold on, Poopy. I would like to push myself to the limit to get the goals that I've always wanted. And when I look back over these years, I just feel like I haven't really.
What? You want to push yourself to the limit to get yourself to the goals you really wanted? What does that mean? I mean, on face, I get it, but girl, what are you working towards? Is she one of these who's like, I'm not going to tell anybody because people will wish on your downfall?
Giving my goals like my all because of things that I felt was kind of like handicapping me, whether that was being around the same people or pregnancy. But even with me being pregnant, I still want to see myself maximize my strength, maximize my ability to get things done, and just really see how far and capable I am of like getting to the next level. What symptoms
did you hear her just say some like really, really fancy or just use a lot of like word salad to say absolutely nothing? Like, sis, you didn't say a thing, nothing.
you have before you found out you was pregnant? Just like very tired, always crave ramen noodles every time I'm expecting a child. And that was like the number one sign that I was pregnant again, was the crave. Because I don't really eat ramen noodles. I don't really like ramen noodles. And when I eat them, I have to spice them up. Like I got to season them with their seasoning and my own seasoning, crushing up some Doritos, cheese Doritos preferably, but I do like the Cool Ranch. And like, yeah, I start eating more and start being sleepy more. But the number one sign that I am always pregnant is the cravings of the ramen noodles. Or there's always somebody come up to me and say, I had a dream about fish, and it's always me. What is your favorite dessert?
And you know what the ramen noodles could be? Because ramen noodles are super salty, lots of sodium. And she seems to be inflicted, I forget what they call it, but women who have really bad morning sickness, but they have it like 24/7. And sometimes that's like a sodium deficiency. So it's quite possible she's craving ramen noodles because she, she gets sick, she throws up a lot, and she probably needs that sodium because oftentimes when you're craving something, it's because there's something in it that you need, right? So it's quite possible that the season packet is giving her the sodium that she needs to kind of function versus it really being like, oh, ramen noodles. It's the sodium, sis, because you being a prone to morning, noon, and night sickness, that's probably what that's all that is, sis. Okay.
My favorite dessert, I would say cookies and cream ice cream with the cookie and cream ice cream sandwiches stuck in there or whatever. Will you ever move out of Texas? I don't know. I do believe that sometimes God will put things on your heart and on your mind. And it may not be right now. It may be like in the future, because new beginnings is everything. And I've been in Texas for a while, so why not move to a different state? What are your fears of being transparent about your pregnancy when we have already seen the good, the bad, and the worst? I wouldn't say fear, because I don't fear anything at all. The only thing I fear is the man above. But I definitely wouldn't say fear. I would say more reluctant, because if I fear anything about my pregnancy, wouldn't nobody on this platform know nothing about my pregnancy? Like, you would have never even knew I was pregnant from the get-go, because I would have just hid it the whole time. Definitely not fearful or anything like that about being transparent, but I am more reluctant about certain details, if that makes sense. Like in my past, like when I was transparent, especially about a pregnancy, people have literally sat there and dissected my ultrasounds. They've made up lies about me and my pregnancies. People have created.
I mean, it's not people, it's the muckers, because Rakan didn't want to be the father, and Latoya knew that she was scheming on getting to the altar with Rakan, and she doesn't want that baby in the mist. That's why she was hoping it wasn't his kid, but when the baby came out looking like his mother, that was pretty much just too late on that.
Fake DNA tests. People literally hired certain men to get on this platform to say that they was my child's father, or to lie and say that they slept with me, and like all of this horrible stuff that could ruin your reputation and have people just really like gossiping and talking about you. But to go as far as to, getting men to say that they are the father of my child, like that's like way too much, and that's going like way too far. Yeah, I don't have any fear of being transparent, but I'm definitely more reluctant. And that's because of me, because I put a lot of stuff out there for the world to see and didn't realize how it was going to come back and bite me in the behind, just from being so open and transparent and things like that. So that I'll never get.
I feel like she's lying right there. Hold on. It's like, Erica, girl, that's a whole lie, because are you kidding?
The lie detector determined that was a lie. The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Girl, you knew what the internet was going to do because when you loaned Chris Sales your police car, didn't you get fired? Like, come on now. You know exactly what the internet's going to do. So, that doesn't make any sense. You did the same thing to what's her damn name? The chick that Damian Cryer was with before you, D. Lowry, right? So you got snaked just like you snaked your friend as she was walking out the door and went and got with Mr. Cryer. So girl, you getting every look. This is just internet karma, okay? What you're experiencing right now. Someone said, "How can she move so much with 3 under 3?" So her oldest kid is maybe like 8 and he's in school. And how she handles that situation, ma'am, I don't know. Where the heck is she moving to with 3 under 3? So, okay. So I guess future state when she has this baby, she'll have 3 under 3. So you're right there. It's a mess. I'm so glad it's not my mess. We just get the luxury, we get the privilege to sit back, watch, and basically talk about it, right?
Give anybody the opportunity ever to do that.
Thank goodness, not my problem.
Even now, people they speculate like because they don't know. They don't know anything, and that's because I'm doing a pretty good job at making sure that I'm not showing everything. Oh, this is a good one. What's something you've learned about yourself or life in general since you turned 30? That's a good question, and I'm actually excited about answering this question because there's 2 things that I've learned, and literally I just learned the second part. I'm gonna tell you,
and
like,
literally, I just learned the other one just
but,
last week.
In 30 years about myself, I learned that well, not now, but I've cared way more than I should have, and I always had expectations of people, and due to me having those expectations, that's what led me to be so disappointed. And so I realized that caring too much gets you hurt, it gets you walked over, it gets you used, it gets you abused, it gets you where people don't respect you. People they literally will walk over.
She's warped, guys, so just kind of overlook her just a little bit. So maybe caring too much, so TOO much. Caring about someone who doesn't care about you is caring too much, right? Making, if you were just supposed to be getting with someone and you two were quote unquote friends, like when she was dealing with Mucker, at the end of the day, Mucker was like the worst boyfriend ever. You caught him cheating on you. You caught him lying to you. Mucker today, it doesn't seem to be the exact same person that we see now with LaToya. And at the end of the day, you thinking that it was more than what it was and trying to make lemonade, and you didn't even have lemons. You had like damn a can of country time like that. You weren't making lemonade. You had artificial can of powdered lemonade. Okay, you didn't have lemon, sis. um Mucker wasn't what you thought it was, and then so now you see that you've got someone who's not even interested in your baby. So we don't know what's going on with her and Mr. Cryer. If this is Mr. Cryer's baby, I suspect it is, because Cryer keeps a close eye on this woman. And you can tell when they're back dating because they have been filming videos together. Cryer's had access to his kid. Cryer has been putting his kid in videos. Erica has been over to the house. When else, what other opportunity would Erica have had? Because these are people who keep locations on each other. You got to answer the phone within a certain amount of time. Like these people are very bugabooish. Okay. You can't even get out the house for a minute, but because they're so trifling, they're not to be trusted, and they get treated like you're 15 and you just got the car for the first time and mom's calling like every 10 minutes. So, I mean, that baby isn't anything but Mr. Cryer's if she's actually pregnant, in my opinion, because where was she going?
Over you like you're a doormat.
She's been staying at his house for I don't know how long.
The thing about it is it's okay to care. You just cannot show it, and you can't act like you care until you find the people that matches your care. Otherwise, you're just gonna it's gonna be bad. So I recommend anybody, if you have a big.
So basically, what she's talking about here, to all the ladies out there, if you don't understand what she's saying, she was being thirsty. Okay, that's what she's saying. She was caring too much, and it's important to not be so open with your feelings until you know that those feelings are matched. That is how not to be thirsty 101. So good job, Erica. It took you way too many words to articulate that for the ones in the back. But basically, what she's saying is don't be thirsty. And she's learning at 30 to not be thirsty while she's pregnant with her fourth kid. And yes, live, laugh, love. That is pick me. Yes, absolutely. Don't be thirsty. Pick me. Okay.
People, they literally will walk over you like you're a doormat if you care too much. And the thing about it is, it's okay to care. You just cannot show it, and you can't act like you care until you find the people that matches your care. Otherwise, you're just gonna.
You got to find the people that matches
so I
your
recommend
care.
anybody, if you have a big heart, if you love hard, if you're always giving, if you're always kind of like tone that down a bit, because if you don't, it's not gonna be good for you in the end. Also, the other part that I said, that I had expectations, like some things you just expect for people to do, like little bitty things. People expect me to be a mother. Like, people expect me to get up every morning. They expect me to fix my children breakfast. You know for a fact that as a mother, you know I'm going to take care of my kids. You know I'm going to make sure they're fed. You know I'm going to make sure they have a roof over their heads. You know that if it's time for them to get new shoes, I'm going to purchase it. Like, some things you just expect from people, and so it could be something as simple as that. And so yeah, but it does not necessarily work that way. Never expect anything from anybody. Just and that brings me to the next part, because I told y'all that I just learned this last week, because I was having a conversation with somebody and they said this, and it made 100%. Y'all, I'm looking at the end over here, but it made 100%. It makes sense, and that is, you have to make life about yourself, because that eliminates the expectations. Like, don't expect anything from anybody, because if you're making life about yourself, the only expectations that you're going to have is coming from yourself, because you're making life about.
Did I not say that earlier today with Jasmine? Jasmine's like, I'm doing it all for my kids. No, sis, you need to do it for you. Do it for you. Don't just do it for your kids. Do it because you want to be the best mother there is. You want your kids to be at graduation or at their wedding talking about, thank you, mom. You did this. This is all for you. Thank you for everything. You want to do it because you want to be a great mother, not because you want to show people you're a great mother or you want to act like a great mother. You need to be a great mother because that's what is in your heart to actually be, not to show. Okay. There's a difference between showing, telling, and being. Okay. So yes, we talked about that this morning, Erica. What a coincidence.
Yourself. And I sat there when I heard that, and I was like, wow. And maybe that's why
she
I've been so
does
let down
sound
and so
damaged, doesn't
disappointed
she?
in the past,
Jackson
because
Squad
I
is
expected
sad.
things to go a certain
Poor
way.
sis,
and
right?
when certain things happen over and over and over and over,
She's
and over,
learning.
you get to that point where you start questioning yourself, and it's not you at all. It's the things and the people that you attract. And once you start making life about yourself, you'll start attracting better. You'll start attracting better business people, better relationships, better, just better everything. Okay. It's slobbery. But if you take a look around, thank you. If you take a look around, thank you. If you take a look around, y'all, we literally just got up, so he still got pajamas on and everything. Okay, thank you. These are his favorite pajamas too, y'all. Thank you. 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 But you'll see, if you take a look around, everybody is making life about themselves, which is why you'll have people that you, in your heart, you feel like they're supposed to help you when you're down. You have what people would say a lot of selfish people, because they doing what they want to do. They don't care if you need their help. They don't care if you down and out. Like, they just don't care.
Look, let me say something. It's 2023. You got to help yourself. I mean, life is hard out here. Jobs are not fun. That's why they're called jobs. And people who are earning see the value of their time and don't want to come off. People who get free money they're probably more willing to want to give it up and throw it around. People who actually earn their money are not going to come off it so quickly. And the fact that you, just because you need help, you're needy, um, you put yourself in a position where you need someone to do for you, doesn't mean that that's going to happen. People are a little bit more cold-hearted these days and feel like if I can do it, you can do it. And if you did it, you should handle it, right? So that's just the way of the world today. Like, stuff is not as easy come, easy go anymore. People are holding on to what they have. People are putting value on what they have. They're putting value on their time. They're putting value on their money. And if somebody doesn't want to share their money or their resources with you, that's their right. And you're going to have to take them to court to make them do it. So you trying to stand there and make it seem like people should just do the right thing, you're talking about the right thing in your book, not the right thing, not the overarching right thing, because the right thing to do may not have been to lay down and receive that seed in the way you did to make another baby. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes you can't just expect someone to be responsible for you. You got to be responsible for yourself. And for you to put yourself in that position again, and expect someone to come and run or cash app you or do all these things for you. Yeah, I mean, it is sad, but there are people out here that would not even spit on you if you're on fire. Put it that way. I mean, it's just that serious out here now. You got to have your own back.
What you have going on affect them. They want no parts of it. Even if they have the ability to help you, they still not gonna help you because they making life about themselves. And people will say it's selfish, but then once you and it still is selfish, especially if you know someone needs help and you're not helping them. But if you,
I think she's clearly talking to Mucker.
Then you can finally get ahead too. Because a lot of times when you don't make life about yourself, you put things on the back burner. You're distracted too. So Dion is dying for my attention, guys. So I'm gonna answer. There was some of the disturbing ones, y'all. Like there was a question about can I address my living arrangements, and a lot of people were sending me things where I guess there's someone out here saying that I got evicted, which is absolutely false. Someone was saying that I'm homeless. Oh, and I think they said something about I was living in my car, which that's not true at all. I can assure you that I am not homeless. And I was not evicted. And that brings me to your next question. How do I deal with social media? Nothing bothers me. And
So I guess low key that confirms that she's not in that apartment, that townhouse anymore. I feel like the last time I saw her in that townhouse was probably somewhere around Christmas. And then she was over at Cryer's house a lot, which is what she does. She'll start hanging out more with whomever she's with, and then she ends up kind of like giving up her place, but she always seems to go back to the country, which is where her mom and them live. So I don't know what the woman's doing. I don't even want to begin to kind of guess what she's currently doing, but people see she's not in that house, that kind of modern townhouse that had the barn door and the kind of industrial steps going up, the house that she moved in right before she had the baby. And I don't know, allegedly she's in some Airbnbs.
don't care. I am human and I am a mother. I've been doxxed. My children have been made fun of. My address was leaked to cause me and my children harm. There's been people that directed other people to call child protective services on me for absolutely no reason at all. My kids' pictures and my kids' family members' pictures have been plastered all over this platform, and they were innocent. They had nothing to do with this foolishness at all.
But yet you still come and talk about it rather than, I don't know what kind of videos she could be doing at this moment. She could be doing anything. There's a million and one different types of videos that you could be putting on. This is what you came to talk about. So all of that being said, but you're still in the shits.
With that being said, I played a huge role and put my business out there, but there's been people in real life that's befriending me because of social media, and some of them even came from social media, and they didn't mean me any good at all. These are people that I trusted and gave my personal information to, like any human being, like you do that. If you trust somebody and you confide in them, then
Girl, I have never. Let me tell you something. Some of the stuff that she's done, um, that she's mad because people have had her information or access to her information or had been close to her. The stuff that you say that you trusted them with, you're a fool. And not because of those people specifically, just because why? Why do people, I don't understand the compulsion for people to want everyone to know their business. There's nothing wrong with sharing a slice of your life, but when people have, like just Jasmine over here sharing the dates of her kids, like people know these kids' first, last, and middle names, they know dates of birth. Like people have a lot of information. You've got people out here checking into hospitals with hospital, like, the hospital, right? You know, the full name of people, full birth dates, full children's names, full birthdays, full, you see neighborhoods, you see street signs, there, all of this information. And you wonder why somebody who has a little bit too much time on their hand, who means well, can put stuff together. And then you're complaining about your family members being exposed on the internet. And then but you're still here and you're still talking on the same topic.
you trust them with your personal and your private life. But some of my business I put out, and then some of my business they put out without my permission. And for that reason alone, behind the scenes and on scene, that's the reason why my life will forever be private. So what you see is what you see, what you get is what you get, nothing more, nothing less. There was also a question, I guess there's allegedly a cousin of mine that's running around claiming that she's my cousin. So let's address that. And then I want to address one final question before I get off of here, because I think this video is long enough. Anybody that's on this platform claiming to be a cousin or any relation of mine that's a T channel is no relation of mine whatsoever, and they are being very dishonest. Their goal is to convince everybody that every single word out their mouth is the truth, because they understand how the social media platform works. People, they don't care about the truth. All they care about is the next most entertaining narrative. So what they're doing is they're saying that they're my cousin or that they're related to me so that you guys can believe, because what other person would know your business other than a relative? But I can assure you I have no relatives on this platform at all, except for the ones that you guys have seen from my channel. Do you believe in keeping the child away from the father? No, I don't. If one of my kids' fathers have not seen their child or children by me, it's because they haven't made any effort to reach out. It's because they made a decision not to be. That has absolutely nothing to do with me at all. I don't feel like it's the mother's responsibility to be reaching out to the father. It just, don't ever force anything, because when you start forcing things, like, it's one thing to allow someone to walk in and out of your life, but it hurts more when you're a child and you don't understand. You can't explain to them why. Your idea is taking over this video. So I'm gonna do this last question. I'm gonna get off of here. Who is baby number 4's father? Do I have 4 baby daddies? Y'all are funny. Well, I know who it ain't, and I know y'all didn't think it was. But I'm gonna be honest in this situation. Me and my child's father, we don't have a clue what you guys are talking about. But to answer your question is, we don't know. We don't know what you guys are talking about. If somebody randomly that you don't know and they never met in person keeps asking you that same question over and over and over, what would you say to them? You don't know, right? I can answer all these other questions if you want me to, but that question right there, we can't answer, and I will not answer it, and I will not address it anymore. We are keeping things private.
Oh gosh. Okay. Well, good for her. So she says her and her child's father. That doesn't mean it's not Damian Cryer. You know what I mean? Her and her kid's father, whoever the father is. Basically what she's, to me, the way I take it is whoever the father is knows who the father is. And as far as it being anyone other than him, he doesn't know what you're talking about because he knows it's his, right? So that's how I'm taking it. Like, um, Erica is she's very silly, and but she got it down what to say. So she's basically, yeah, I mean, Crier said he didn't know she was pregnant, but that doesn't mean that it's not his. You know what I'm saying? We'll see. We'll see. Erica, we can tell when Erica's pregnant. Erica's nose spreads. She already sounds like she's out of breath. She says that she's been sick. Is she going to have those Makina shots again? I don't know. She's having a different pregnancy. She's 30 now. Not that it makes much of a big difference, but it has been almost a year, not quite, since she had a baby. She had a baby, last June. It's already March, and she's, having another. Um, and that's her choice. I mean, look, Rihanna's having another baby, and Rihanna's not married to ASAP Rocky, right? Like, that's okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all the way what sis wanted to do. And that's it, right? So at the end of the day, we'll see when that baby comes out, or else she might do one of these new of not showing the baby kind of thing. Who knows? Will the real Slim Shady please stand up? Okay. We're gonna see how this goes. But yeah, I've been meaning to react to this video for a minute. I did watch the first few minutes and I hadn't watched the whole thing. As far as what's going on, let me see if I can pull this up, and then we'll play like a few seconds of it, because I just like, oh God. You guys wanted, let me see if I can pull it up. Give me just a second. Okay, I guess this is where Sis's money's going. I mean, I don't know. Don't get me to lying, but this is clearly there's some investment of okay, hold on. Since we're on Daddy Gone, let's go over here for just a second. Okay. All right. All right, let's give a little listen, okay? New music from Splash the Don, Eye for an Eye.
I ain't seen my son cause I've been beefing with his fucking mom. I get that nigga the whole world. She probably just mad, she ain't my girl. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm too much to handle. The biggest of dogs, I roll some animals. I keep on shit than a little bit. I ain't so quick to miss me a little bit. You know that I'm tight. I took my side home when I bought her a body. Blooded my main beat with some diamond. That's just some shit we ain't speaking about it. Hop on the lid in that private. Net dead stone, we touching the island. Remember I came up for nothing.
Can we see the captions?
I ain't seen my son cause I've been beefing with his fucking mom. I get that nigga the whole world. She probably just mad, she ain't my girl. Baby, I'm sorry, I'm too much to handle. The biggest of dogs, I roll some animals. I keep on shit than a little bit. I ain't so quick to miss me a little bit. You know that I'm tight. I took my side home when I bought her a body. Blooded my main beat with some diamond. That's just some shit we ain't speaking about it. Hop on the lid in that private. Net dead stone, we touching the island.
Someone over here is talking about a Baby Mama diss track. Baby Mama diss track is wild, but you finally dropped something. Let's hear more. Yeah, basically it's a Baby Mama diss track from Daddy Gone. Okay. I don't know. I think 30 is probably not a great age to do Baby Mama diss tracks. But hey, looks like people are dropping him fire, all of these things. Okay, well, and look, good for him. And so yes, that's the latest. Who's this guy, you might be asking? This is that was Splash the Don. That is the baby father of Miss Keisha Kaylee. and he's doing a baby mama diss track to the mother of his son. Okay. And maybe it's just it's art. Maybe he's going to come off with one of those, I wasn't talking about her. This is my art. It doesn't have anyone's name attached to it, but it's kind of hard to not know if that's not the case because we know what the case is. And yeah, it is definitely embarrassing. And then Keisha is sharing it on her Instagram. It looks very possessed. Yes, the artwork is not friendly. Okay, it's very dark, right? It is a diss track. Yes, no ma'am, it's a diss track. Absolutely. 30 talking about my main and my side. Isn't that sad? That's not a high value man moment. That's definitely gutta. Okay. Sassy splash. Okay. Just plain childish. It's sad. But we know that other people have good things going on for themselves and probably not worried and not waiting for anything. So this guy who wants to put out this type of music and even attach just the reference that it could even potentially be a baby mama diss track is shameful, right? It's shameful. But yeah, that's, not our problem, right? Not our problem. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let y'all go. This was fun. And please make sure to like this live. I hope that you enjoyed this coming back for a lunchtime kind of reset and from Perks Ministries. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go and I will see you guys either later or tomorrow. Okay. All right. Take care. Have a good one. Have a good weekend. Welcome back to Love, Lies, and Lace Fronts, where we do reactions, reviews, and commentary on the YouTube channels you love to watch. Guys, are you subscribed to this channel? If you're not, you need to be. Hit your notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a video, when I go live, and drop another video for you. Also, follow me on Instagram. That way you can keep up with what I'm doing, okay? If you enjoy channels like this and commentary, consider becoming a member. Otherwise, guys, Bougie Gang Gang, it's an open thing. Make sure that you are subscribed to this channel so you can participate in the chats. And I will see you next time I hit that live button. Okay? Take care. Bye. Hey guys, how are you?
You could be doing opposed to being on my page, bitch, cause I ain't got nothing for you nothing ass bitches.